Hello and happy Monday. Yes, I mean happy. Remember that we are responsible for bringing the joy, whether it's in a classroom or at home, working with your own children, working, playing, whatever you may be doing. It's our responsibility, especially now, to bring the joy. So let's make it a happy Monday and a happy week. So I have something to tell you. I, Miss Megan, Miss Music Megan, have been a germaphobe for a very long time. And in 2014, while I was on maternity leave, I came up with a book along with my mother, who did the pictures. And one of my very favorite songs to do with preschoolers is a song that I wrote called Cover Your Cough. So I turned it into a book song with some fun little animals. So I wanted to share that with you today because I'm going to be sharing it on Facebook Live at noon today on Monday. So my team at Bloom Creative Arts has come up with an amazing week of Facebook Live events for the little ones to help you out as parents to kind of break up that day and have them learning in different ways. They've done such a wonderful job with it. So it will bring some music into your lives this week. If you go to our Bloom Creative Arts Facebook page, you'll see the whole lineup of events along with what times they're going to be happening. It's mostly at noon, but we do have a nighttime book song with Miss Robin too in the evening. So that's a little bit about what's coming up this week. And I wanted to bring up this book today with the children because singing makes everything more fun. I'll repeat it. Singing makes everything more fun. I can tell you what to do or I can sing it to you. And chances are that if I sing it to you, you're going to feel less threatened if I'm telling you a directive, right? Especially when we're working with kids. So that's one of the reasons why I came up with this book because I wanted to teach them how to cover their cough in a fun way, right? So that's my challenge to you this week is to sing the tough directives with your kids. So I'll show you how I did it with Jazzy Taz. You can tune in on Facebook Live today to hear the full book song, but I'm not going to go ahead and do that with you today. I'll just do the chorus. So the chorus, well, I've never done it like that before, okay, is you've got to cover your cough, cover your cough, cover your cough with your arm. You've got to cover your cough, cover your cough, cover your cough with your arm. And we do this in my family. I'm not as much since my kids are 5 and 7 and they look at me cross-eyed when I'm singing songs that I taught them when they were 2. But we always sang this a lot in my family. We still sing it today with all of the cousins as a gentle reminder to cover your cough because they forget. Kids are still learning the precursors of what it feels like to cough and what it feels like to sneeze. So in the book, it kind of describes that too. So Jazzy Taz, was a real live dog, may he rest in peace. He was chilling at school when all of a sudden he lost his drool. His mouth dried up and his throat was rough. So that's explaining what it feels like before you cough. And kids don't always know what that feels like, so they don't get a chance to cover their cough. So drawing attention to those cues will help them to recognize what's going on in their body and then lift up their arm like a chicken wing. It's fun, right? So same thing. So my challenge to you is to sing the harder directives, to make things more fun. So an example of this in my home just the other day was my daughter who likes things scheduled and routine and repeated and please no changes. We had to do a transition. She didn't want to do the transition and she became upset and started rocking the end table with her feet. That was just her way to show her frustration and her anger. Well, she doesn't necessarily know what it's about to feel like when that whole table's about to topple over because she's never done that before because she's 7. But she knows what it feels like now because it happened. So I should have intervened in that moment by singing, going over to her and saying, if you wobble a table, it might knock over, and I know you don't want to do that. And she probably would have rolled her eyes at me, but she probably would have stopped too, and it would have drawn her attention to what she was doing. So just trying to, oops, new reminders is a new schedule. But if we can try and find those moments during the day where we can intervene with singing instead of getting upset or just sometimes directives can be so hard, especially when our kids' worlds are already just thrown up into the air. And we may not think that it is affecting them, but it's affecting them. They just might not know how to express it. So, so that's my challenge, to respond with kindness and love and to try and teach them, because whether we're at school still, if you're at a daycare center, you're still trying to teach and learn and help them to learn. And now if you're a parent at home, that's your responsibility, right? We got to up our game, and find the teachable moments and do them in the right way. So I'll see your kids on Facebook Live today at noon. So all of our Facebook Live events are going to be strictly for kids, which I'm pretty pumped about doing, a music minute just for kiddos. I don't know, I didn't even think about that before. So, but it's happening now. I can't wait to see all of the kids. And until next Monday, I will see you. Rock on.